Hello everyone, you're welcome to solve this nice algebra problem, which is 3 to power a plus 2 to power a. This is equal to 35. So what is the value of a? So before we dive into the solution, thank you for coming back to watch videos from this channel. And kindly, please, if you're watching, like this video so that it can be recommended to other viewers. I'll greatly appreciate. Solution to this, we have that 3 to power a plus 2 to power a, this is equal to 35. We can express 3 to power a as 3 to power a raised to power 1 plus 2 to power a can be expressed as 2 to power a raised to power 1. This is equal to 35. Now we can express 1 as 3 over 3. So this implies here we have 3 to power a raised to power 3 over 3 plus 2 to power a raised to power 3 over 3. This is equal to 35. Now the next step from here, we can express this as 3 to power a raised to power. Now this is the same thing as 1 over 3 times 3 plus 2 to power a raised to power 1 over 3 times 3. This is equal to 35. Now the next step from here, now given that a to power n raised to power m, this can be expressed as a to power n times m. So applying this exponent property, then here we have 3 to power a over 3 raised to power 3 plus, this is the same thing as 2 to power a over 3 raised to power 3. This is equal to 35. So now from here, we can say let 3 to power a over 3 be equal to x. And here we can say let 2 to power a over 3 be equal to y. So substituting x and y in this equation, we'll have x to power 3 plus y to power 3. This is equal to 35. Now x to power 3 plus y to power 3, this is in the form of 8. This is actually in the form of a cubed plus b cubed, the sum of two cubes, which we can express as a plus b. Here we'll have a squared minus ab plus b squared. So this implies here we have that x to power 3 plus y to power 3. This is the same thing as x plus y. Here we have x squared, subtract xy plus y squared. Now this should be equal to 35. Now the next step from here, we find that x plus y, this is less than x squared subtract xy plus y squared. So this condition must hold. This condition must hold that x plus y is less than x squared minus xy plus y squared. So this implies that we have x plus y. Then here we have x squared subtract xy plus y squared. This is equal to 35. Now we can get the factors of 35. We can get the factors of 35. That is, we have 7 times 5. This is the first factor here. We have 5 times 7. This is the second factor here. And also we have 35 times 1. And also we have 1 times 35. Now these are factors of 35. We have 7 times 5. We have 5 times 7. 35 times 1 and 1 times 35. Given the condition that x plus y is less than x squared minus xy plus y squared. So now from the first set here, we reject this because x plus y should be less than x squared minus xy plus y squared. So the second part is okay. Then here, we also reject this. So we have two cases here. We have two cases here. So we can start with this case one here. We have x plus y. we have also x squared minus xy plus y squared. So this is equal to 5 times 7. So this implies that x plus y, this is equal to 5. We also have x squared subtract xy plus y squared, this is equal to 7. Now let's call this equation 1 here, and this equation 2. Now from this equation 1, we'll have that x plus y, this is equal to 5. So let's square both sides here. Let's square both sides. So that now, this is the same thing as x squared plus 2xy plus y squared. This is equal to 5 squared, which is equal to 25. So let's call this equation 3. So let's add equation 3 and 2. So that now we have equation 2 here is x squared subtract xy plus y squared. So this is equal to 7. Now these are two systems of linear equations. So let's subtract these two systems of linear equations. Let's subtract quickly. We have x squared minus x squared. This is actually equal to 0. Then 2xy subtract minus xy. This is actually plus 3xy. The next step here, y squared minus y squared, this simplifies, so this is 0, and this is equal to 25 subtract 7, and this is the same thing as 18. So here we have 3xy, this is equal to 18. So let's simplify here by divide both sides by 3, so that now x times y, this is equal to 6. Okay, so this is equation 4. We have x times y, this is equal to 6. Now from equation 1, which is x plus y, which is equal to 5, we have that xy, this is equal to 6. Now from equation 1, which is x plus y is equal to 5, which is here. Now again from equation 4, we have x times y, this is equal to 6. Let's make x to be the subject of the formula, and that implies that x is equal to 6 over y. So let's substitute this into equation 1. So you will have x plus y, this is equal to 5. Let's substitute here, we'll have 6 over y plus y, this is equal to 5. So this is our whole number, so it's over 1. Let's multiply everything here by y times y times y. So that now here we'll have 6 plus y times y here, this is y squared, then this is equal to 5y. So we form a quadratic equation here, which is y squared subtract 5y plus 6, this is equal to 0. So let's proceed to solve this quadratic equation. Now here we have a quadratic equation of the form ay squared plus by plus c, this is equal to 0. Now this implies that from this quadratic equation, a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 5, and c is equal to 6. So now from what we have here, we can be able to solve this quadratic equation using factorization method, where we have the product as 6 and the sum here is minus 5. So the factors here, we have these factors as minus 3 and minus 2. So let's substitute this. We have y squared minus 3y minus 2y plus 6, this is equal to 0. So now from what we have here, we can factor out here y, so that we'll have here y minus 3 subtract 2, okay? So here we can have y minus 3, this is equal to 0. So now you have here y minus 2, and also we have y minus 3, this is equal to 0. So this implies we have two parts here. we have y minus 2, this is equal to 0, and we have y minus 3, this is equal to 0. So this implies that we have the first value of y, that is y1 equal to 2, and we have y2 equal to 3. So we have we have y1 comma y2. This is the same thing as 2 and 3. So let's solve for x. So if you recall here, we made x to be the subject of the formula, which implies that x is the same thing as 6 over y. Now let's substitute the first value of y, that is y1, which is 2. So that implies that x1 is equal to 6 divided by 2, which is equal to 3. So that means that x1 comma y1, this is the same thing as 3 and 2. So these are two sets of. So we have x2 is equal to 6 divided by y2. y2 here is 3. So it's 6 divided by 3, and this is equal to 2. And that implies that we have two sets again here, that is x2 and y2, which is equal to, this is 2 and 3. So we have two sets of solutions here, and we need to test which of these two solutions satisfies the equation. Now, from what we have, if you recall here, we assume that let x be equal to 3 to the power a over 3, and y be given as, this is 2 to the power a over 3. So we have two sets of solutions here. So if you check here, that is x2, y2 here. Now 3 raised to the power a over, that is a over 3. This is equal to 2, which the bases will not be the same. And here on the y part, 2 raised to the power a over 3. If you equate to 3, the bases will not be the same here. So this part is rejected. So we reject this part, and only means that we'll have one set of solution here, which is x1, y1. So that implies that 3 to the power a over 3, this is equal to x, which is 3, raised to the power 1. So this is 3 raised to the power 1. Since the bases are common here, that implies that 8 to the power n, this is equal to 8 to the power m. And since the bases are common here, n is equal to, the exponent n is equal to m. So this implies that a over 3 is equal to 1. So let's multiply both signs by 3, and that means that the value of a is equal to 3. The value of a is equal to 3. So let's examine. Now by examining with reference to x, the value of a is equal to 3. Now we have y is equal to 2 to the power a over 3, and given that y is equal to 2, so let's examine use. By checking this, we'll have 2 to the power a over 3. This is equal to 2. So this 2 is raised to the power 1. Since the bases are common here, that is 8 to the power n, this is equal to 8 to the power m. And that implies that the bases are common here. Then the exponent n is equal to m. So this implies that a over 3 is equal to 1. So let's multiply both signs by 3 and here by 3, so that the value of a is equal to 3. So you can see we have that the value of a is equal to 3. So let's verify here. Let's verify. Now, if you recall here, we end that 3 to the power a plus 2 to the power a, this should give us a value of 35. So substituting the value of a, we'll have 3 to the power 3 plus 2 to the power 3. So here we have 3 to the power 3, which is actually equal to 27, plus 2 to the power 3, which is equal to 8. This should give us a value of 35. So 27 plus 8, this is actually equal to 35. And that implies that the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. And therefore, that just implies that the value of a, which is equal to 3, satisfies the equation. So kindly follow the steps, like this video and subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye bye.